Hey YouTube, it's Joey Boy, and we've got another replay of the day for you guys. Today's battle is going to be between Blue, who is using the name McMeg, and Pestilence. This game comes from the Suspect Ladder that was recently held on Pokemon Showdown. And let's jump right into it. Looking at team preview, we'll see they're both using Tyranitar Sand, and they're both fairly offensive. The teams are actually pretty similar. Both players are running Tyranitar, Keldeo, and Latias. And again, like I was kind of saying in the other battle, this just shows you how much of a force Keldeo is. That both of these top tier players are using this 3-man core that consists of Keldeo, a Keldeo counter, and a Pokemon who can get rid of Keldeo counters. So with that said, let's just get right into the battle. Blue is going to be starting off with his own Keldeo against Pestilence's Landorus T, and Pestilence is going to have to switch out here as he does into Rotom Wash, as McMegan goes for the Secret Sword, which does a cool 47%. And he's just going to go for it again, weakening Rotom W. Blue showing us why Rotom W is not the best Keldeo counter you can have. So Pestilence is going to go into his own Keldeo, as Blue goes into his counter, or one of, Celebi. Celebi takes that Secret Sword very well, under 20%, and Pestilence is going to switch out into Landorus T, probably hoping to get the U-turn off on Blue's Celebi, as Blue predicts the switch and goes for Baton Pass to maintain momentum on his side, and goes right back into Keldeo. Pestilence is not going to have to go into Latias here if it wants to wall this horse, but he ends up deciding to sack Rotom W, which is an interesting play, as Blue goes for the Icy Wind, probably predicting that Latias, because he can nail it for super effective and lower its speed. Pestilence going to go into his own Keldeo now, maybe try and revenge kill, as Blue's going to go probably right back into Celebi. Yep, here we go. So Celebi can take any hit from Keldeo, and Pestilence reveals his hidden power, which is not going to be bugged because it's not doing enough damage, so we have to assume that he's running HP Ghost. But that will not be enough to break this special defensive Celebi, as Pestilence goes into his Tyranitar to try and trap the Celebi. Now, unless he's Scarfed, he will not be able to, as the Grass Psychic Pokemon will be able to Baton Pass right out. And there you go, Blue not wanting to risk anything, and Baton passes out into his Garchomp. It looks like Garchomp may be his Stealth Rock setter, as Celebi probably doesn't have room in its moveset, but he switches out, which may tell us he doesn't have it, or he's predicting the Landorus T switch again. And there it is. Blue is just predicting Pestilence left and right, as Pestilence is having to respond to his teams with Landorus T, but that is a great switch in for Keldeo. So, Pestilence is going to switch out to his own Keldeo, as Blue fires off a Surf. And Blue might go back into Celebi here. Pestilence probably just wants to go for the revenge kill. And yeah, there we go. Blue is going to sack. Well, he's going to let Keldeo be taken out by Secret Sword, and we'll use that switch to go back into Celebi, as Pestilence goes into Baton into Scizor, as Celebi just going into the same move and Baton passes out. Pestilence brings in Landorus T to attempt to counter Blue's Garchomp, as Blue does indeed set up his Stealth Rock, as Pestilence does the same, while Blue brings in Latias, while Pestilence copies that play and brings in a Latias of his own. Blue is going to reveal the Life Orb, telling us that a Draco Meteor will be coming, unless he switches out. Here you go, he's going to go into his own Tyranitar, a very safe play, as Pestilence, I believe, is going to be comping. Yep, here we go. They both switch out into their Tyranitars, and there you go. Blue smacking Pestilence's Tyranitar with a big superpower. That is definitely going to hurt Pestilence, as his his main way of removing Latias is gone. So, Blue going back into Garchomp as Pestilence sets up a Sword Stance with his Scizor. The +2 Bullet Punch will easily be able to take out Garchomp, but Scizor takes a lot of damage from Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. Scizor's going to go back as Blue brings out his Jirachi, which it must be, yep, carrying the Fire Punch. So Blue is going to have another very solid check, and he's using, that's a very cool set, Leftovers with Fire Punch. You will see that a lot actually in Higher Ladder. It's a very neat set, kind of a, you know, a lot of the times it's 4 attacks, Leftover Syllabi. So Blue brings in Jirachi to take the predicted Earthquake while he fires off a Psychic to dent this Landorus T while he sacks the Syllabi to the U-turn. Probably to maintain momentum on his side and to get some residual damage on that Landorus, because I believe his Jirachi is probably going to have some kind of ice move in order to take it out later. Blue goes into his Tyranitar as Pestilence has to go into his Latias, and the pursuit will mean that this Latias will not be going anywhere. And there you go, it goes down to Life Orb damage, but not after doing a big 50% damage on that Tyranitar. Pestilence will bring out his Scizor, and Blue will go right back into Jirachi, as it takes nowhere near enough from a Bullet Punch. The Fire Punch is probably coming here as Pestilence goes out into Keldeo to try and take this resisted hit, and there you go. But Blue still has his very solid Keldeo check in Latias, but he decides not to go into it. Let's see, maybe I'm forgetting if it's low on health. Oh, no, Latias is fine, but he shows he has the Zen Headbutt, and he's able to take out that Keldeo. Landorus T comes in, and we're about to see if he does in fact have the Ice move, but if he does, he does not want to reveal it. Looks like he's going to be sacking Tyranitar to the U-turn. Again, this gives momentum back to Blue as Scizor comes out. Another easy switch for Blue. He's going to go right back into Jirachi and threaten with the Fire Punch. Landorus T is really starting to get low on health. I don't know if it can live 2 attacks from this Jirachi, and if that is the case, that will be the game for Blue, and that will be the nail in the coffin. I do not believe it mattered. Jirachi can definitely do at least 8%, as you'll see it right there, and it outspeeds. So, the burn just kind of adding insult to injury, but it is not relevant in the end. A Fire Punch will take out this Scizor without a crit Bullet Punch. And there you go, Blue will clinch that win for himself on his road to getting Suspect Requirements. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Look forward to more in the future, and know that a Team of the Week will be along shortly. Probably tomorrow, if not the next day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.